This video shows you how you can create Kilner Jar labels using OpenSCAD. In the description there is a link to Thingiverse where you can download the Kilner Jar OpenSCAD files. Load the kilnerjar.scad file into OpenSCAD. In the left hand side you can see the editor where the code can be changed, in the middle a preview of the model, and in the right hand side you can see the customizer. If you open the parameters of the customizer, it's possible to change the parameters to change the object. So by changing the text label to T, you can see that in the preview the object now has the word T. If you want to make a single colour label, it is possible, and that removes the boundary. The customizer also allows you to draw just the text for the multicolour print. Once you are happy with the object, select the render button or press F6 and this will render the object. All objects need to be rendered before they can be exported. Rendering may take a few moments depending on the power of your computer. Once rendered, the object can be exported as an STL file. Choose the appropriate location and the file name and then click Save. Select the Draw Text Boolean and that flips to only display the text and the border. Select the render button or press F6. Once the object has been rendered, click on the STL button to export the render. Make sure you give the text label a different name. Change to your slicing software and import the text object. Select the filament layer to 0.2 layer height. As you can notice, there is a skirt around the object that needs to be removed. So go to the print settings and remove the skirt. Slice the object again and export the G-code. Once completed, import the label object into your slicing software. Slice the object without support. As you notice, on the edge of a two-colour print there would be support required, but this will be printed on the text object. Slice the label at the same layer height and then export the G-code. Once the G-code has been exported, change to a text editor and load up the two G-code files you've just created. Working on the text object first, you can see there's a few comments and then a few lines of code, G-code, which sets up the printer for extruding. And you can see the line 49 has the retraction and then it starts printing and you can see the print. If we scroll to the bottom of that G-code file, and this is the text object, so some comments that it's telling you about the print, and if we scroll up we can see where the G-code ends. So you can see in process slicer it turns off the temperature of the nozzle and the heat bed, and it also turns off the fan. Add in a few lines and then delete the rest of the file. Add in the M600 G-code. The M600 G-code forces the printer to change filaments. Change to the label G-code. As you can see there's comment and then we're setting up the printer, but we don't need to do that. So where the layer is changing, we want to take the first line after the change of layer and scroll to the bottom of this G-code file and grab all of that information. So copy that information, change back to the text label, and after the M600 command you want to paste in all of that information for the label. If we search for the M600 command, we can see the end of the text label, the filament change command, and then the resulting rest of the print. Save this G-code file as a new name. This file should now be printed. After it prints the text label, the printer should ask for a filament change, so change the colour of the filament you're using, continue the print, and the Kilner Jar label should be printed correctly. For better results, print the first layers of both the prints at about 60%. That allows the filament to adhere to the build plate correctly.